Dragons, new dragons, literally 4 different new dragons. Wait, 5 different new dragons. Now everybody bring it in for these amazing, beautiful beast of creatures that Riot Games are giving us. Look at this. This is the Elder Dragon, but hold up. What's happening, bro, Fresco? What is happening? Let me just recap. Let me slow down, grab the wall, wiggle like I'm trying to make my arms fuller. No, let me slow down. Let me rewind and tell you exactly what is happening. So first things first, these are the elemental dragons. That's actually the second thing. The first thing that is first about all of this is the mid-season magic. This is the mid-season mage update. So you might have seen I've done a few videos on this. The new items, the removal of spell vamp, the rework of a few of the mage champions, and then apparently new fucking dragons. I didn't know about that until right now. But this is a webpage, an official Riot Games webpage. As you can see, it's the official site, and it has all the information about this mid-season mage update that is coming to the PvE, and then in a few weeks will also be coming to the live games. You will be able to play all of this in just a few weeks. It's the middle of the season, and they're updating all the mages. So what does that mean? Well, first off, there's new freaking dragons. Second off, all these champions are getting reworks. Mal's, Brand, Vladimir, Zyra, Vel'Koz, Cassiopeia. I haven't seen any of them yet, but seriously, they're actually getting reworks. Not a full rework, but a little bit of a rework, each of them. For example, this Malzahar right here, look at that passive. Do you know what the hell that is? He's surrounded in a void. What the hell? If we take a look at Brand has got fucking a new passive, which, well, what's that? What's that? You know what I'm saying? Like, all of these champions have been reworked. Not completely every ability, but a little bit of reworks. And if we keep scrolling down, there's still changes to all these mages too. It's insane. The magical items, I did a full video on this. Links will be in the description box below. Did an entire video talking about all of these changes. As you can see, reworked tier, catalyst of Aeons, not even of whatever you call it. Chalice has been completely reworked. There's a new item, Hextech GLP, Hextech's Proto Belt. This belt literally makes you dash forward. I made a video on it. This Hextech item literally gives you an Ash Volley. What the fuck? It doesn't even make sense, I know. So go ahead and watch the video of that. I've got some in-game footage of it. But the Hextech devices, they reworked all the magical items. It's insane. They removed Will of the Ancients and Spell Vamp from the game completely. They gave cooldown reduction to Abyssal and Zhonya's. There's just too much insane stuff going on. But like I didn't know about the reworks, something I knew absolutely nothing about was these elemental dragons. I had no idea these were coming. Like, literally no idea whatsoever. Riot didn't release a thing about this. Not a single leak. And now in this video, I want to take mainly a look at these dragons, because they're dragons. The mage rework is awesome. The new items is awesome. I mean, the items I made a video on, and it was really in-depth. Go please take a look at that if you haven't already. It got 2 million views, so that was fucking awesome. Thank you to everyone who saw that. But this video, later I'm going to do the mage rework, because I want to get in game and show you the mage rework. That's a whole nother video. This video is about dragons. More specifically, elemental dragons. It's like the Avatar The Last Airbender. Where were you when the fire dragon attacked? I was in my casa. I was in my house making videos. So these are the elemental dragons, guys. And let me read what Riot has to say about this before we get into looking at some of these sexy dragons. We saw that early to mid objectives, aside from turrets, were struggling to stay relevant in many games. Pretty much, in the pro plays, everyone was just rushing down turrets. Rift Herald kind of meant no one really gives a shit. You know, Dragon buff 1 and 2 don't matter, 3 and 4, they don't really matter. It's all about getting that 5th dragon, which takes 35 minutes to do. It's a very long task. So, you know, early game, it really doesn't matter. No one's like, yay, I got first dragon. You know, that's the problem. There was no objectives early on in the game to fight. Like later in the game, you see the pro caves. Baron is such a big thing. It's completely warded up. You live or die for the Baron, baby. You live or die for the Dragon 5. But Rift Herald, it's like, yeah, fam, take it. We don't really care. You know? So this is what the new dragons are for. To give more incentive early game. Hopefully we won't see the fucking pro matches where they literally just farm for the first 20 minutes. Because they're going to be fighting and dying for that dragon. Nowadays it's just like, shit, take the dragon. We don't really care. And these elemental dragons, they look so good. And you can't, baby. So this is a new way to make the early game spicy like my memes. So we began investing in ways to augment those decisions during mid-season. When we came to the dragon, we realized that most individual buffs would simply shift its balance back and forth between nice to have and mandatory. So they didn't want to buff the dragon's buffs. They didn't want to make the it's super OP to get dragon because, you know, they make it a bit unbalanced. So they decided to make 4 new fucking dragons. How did... So instead, we created a unique ecosystem of adaptation that augments a variety of team compositions and strategies. Big words from Riot. No one knows what the fuck that means. The game is mainly played by teenagers. We don't need these big words, Riot. Come on. Just say we made cool dragons. Come on, man. The elemental dragons are taking flight. That's what I like. For the first 35 minutes of the game, one of 4 elemental dragons, these quattro, will spawn. The moment that you take one down, the minimap will indicate the elemental type of the next. Will have a 5-minute cooldown still? 6 minutes? Both sides will always know which dragon spawns next, and multiple elemental buffs will stack on each other, making you even stronger in that aspect. In the way, you may want to think twice about giving up those 2 earth dragons, because it just might cost you all your base turrets. Whoa! Practically, elemental dragons will spawn. We have fire, earth, water, and air, okay? Just fuck it, I'll show you. Fire. But each of these dragons will give you a unique buff, and that buff can stack. Now these dragons, only one of them will spawn into the game per time per spawn. But after you kill it, a different dragon will spawn. Maybe the same one will spawn twice. I don't know. But it's going to tell you which one will spawn next, so both teams can get ready and be like, okay, it's fire dragon. I need that shit. Okay, it's earth dragon. No one cares. We're not going to take it. So that's what these dragons will be, but only for the first 35 minutes of the game. Why? Because after that, the damn Elder Dragon will spawn. This beast, we'll take a look at that in a second. First, let's take a look at the dragons. What do they give? The Fire Dragon. It looks very similar to the dragon we already have now, a bit more red. It increases your champion killing power. Right, that tells us nothing. That fucking tells us nothing. I believe what this will do is give you more damage. Maybe it gives you more AD and AP. Riot has said that they are trying to keep the buffs similar to the ones we already have. So I'm going to go ahead and presume that the Fire Dragon will give you more attack speed and AD percentage, just like we have already, because that helps you kill champions. It will also apparently show up when you do damage, so it's easier to see. Like, instead of increasing your AD percentage, I think it will give you extra damage on your auto attacks or something, and you'll be able to see the dragon growth or something like that. I don't know. We'll see in a few hours when he comes up. Second dragon, the Earth Dragon, the boring dragon. Looks dope though. Looks like a stone dragon or something. That is Earth, stone and Earth. Third, increases turret and epic monster damage, just like the dragon buff we have now that does increase damage to towers. This will also help you take not only the towers, but also the Baron, and I guess that's an epic monster, right? Baron, the other dragons, blue buff, red buff, Rift Herald, woo, Rift Herald. So that's super important. You might think, turret and monster damage, who cares? But they stack. So if you get 2 of these dragons, and suddenly you're taking Baron like a beast, and you can take Baron in like 10 seconds, boom. These 2 dragons could have cost you the entire game. That's the Earth Dragon, helping you with objectives, pimps. The Water Dragon, which looks absolutely sick, is increasing health and mana regeneration. Once again, one of them, who really cares? You regen quicker. Bam, you've got 2 of them. Bam, you've got 3 of them, and you can't win the lane because the mana and health regen is insane. You can't poke the enemy down because they're insanely regenerating health and mana. You're getting poked down because it looks like that Ziggs has no mana cost because he's regenning so fast, and boom. These can stack up so quick and bite you in the ass. I think it's awesome. And the final one, the Air Dragon, which looks pretty damn cool. It looks like a little too much like the stone though. See, look, that looks like stone. Water looks completely different, but the earth looks a little bit stony. You know, give it some wind or something. I don't know. Increases out of combat movement speed. Once again, this is kind of weak. You'd be like, ugh, 5% movement speed. Who cares? Bam, you get like 3 and it's at like 30%, and then you're like, okay, I can now have complete map control. Like, it's more about them stacking up, I think. From reading this, it seems like just getting 1 dragon will help, but not be overpowered. It won't be so strong that you're like, oh shit, I need to get this dragon. But after you get 2 or 3, it'll be like, oh shit, why did I let them get this dragon? But that's for the first 35 minutes of the game. After that shit happens, we get into the big boys. We get into Baron 2.0, the Elder Dragon. After 35 minutes into the game, all future dragons spawn become Elder Dragon spawns. The Elder Dragon is far more difficult to kill. The Elder Dragon is far more difficult to kill than his elemental counterparts, but taking him out grants a powerful burn over time on spells and on attacks, and a buff that is stronger for each elemental stack you have. Hold up, boy! It grants you a powerful burn over time effect that will work on spells and attacks. So your spells and attacks do burn damage. That's strong. It's probably percentage HP damage, knowing right. But you get a buff that is stronger for each elemental stack you have. So the more dragons you've taken, not only do their buffs stack, when you get Elder Dragon, it stacks too. There's a lot of stacking going on, Riot. Are you sure about this? Are you sure about this? It'll make it easier to end out games, so that's good because everyone knows we hate long games and you can't finish. So the Elder Dragon looks like a beast. It looks like a fucking beast. This reminds me of Marauder Alistar though, but yeah, maybe you could honestly remove these. Maybe you should remove these, but that is sick. It reminds me so much of Charizard, man. The Mega Evolution Charizard. They literally copied it. No. Get that picture up on screen. Mega Evolution Charizard right there, but it looks so sick. Can somebody make a custom skin for the Elder Dragon, which looks like Mega Evolution Charizard? I will pay you. I'll pay you in sex. But, these dragons look so fucking cool, man. They look so damn cool. Honestly, if you could change anything in League to make it cooler, it is changing the dragons. But, Pimps, you know me. I don't know why, but I always like dragons. Not super weird like the weird kid that walks around school with a dragon backpack and shit. No, I wasn't that kid. But I just always thought dragons were cool, you know? When I read books about them, like Lord of the Rings and stuff, when I watch movies like Lord of the Rings, I'm always like, yo, Smaug is fucking cool. Some people are like, whoa, Gandalf is a wizard, man. Whoa, look at the troll, man. He's really big. Whoa, it's a giant. So cool. Well, I'm like, dragons are the fucking coolest mythical creature. I just think it's awesome. Like some people are like, wow, man, Baron is so cool. Look at that. It's a giant fucking three-headed void creature. Wow, man, that's epic. I'm like, dragon, what shit on you? Like, I'm just like that. Like, when it comes to anime, Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan will fuck everything up. I just have one thing that I love and I stick to it, man. I stick to it. And dragons are just something that have always been so cool for me. I don't know why. Dragons are awesome, you know, man. Smaug is awesome. Aragon is awesome. Shit, dragons are just fucking cool. Fuck with me, bro. 100. No, but seriously, dragons are awesome. And this is an awesome change. I think everyone is just gonna be pumped for this. And I can't wait for the PvE to get up and start trying this shit out. See what the buffs are like. See how strong they are. It's given us no information. Riot is the biggest cock teasers in the world. I am so glad that they are not a female that I'm trying to fuck, because they are the biggest cock dick teasers blockers in the world. Increases health and mana regen. How much? Increases movement speed. How much? How much? Riot, stop doing this to me. So I can't wait to get into the game and see what this shit is all about. Anyway, please drop this video with a like. As I said before, if you haven't already, all of these changes to the items, go and check them out. I made a video talking about all of the changes and showing the new effects on the Hextech items, which are so dope. They are spicy. So go ahead and check that out. I'm also going to be making a video in the next few days on all the mage reworks. I don't know if I'm going to put them all into one video or do them individually or something. It depends how big the reworks are. I'm going to go through, check out which is the biggest rework, which is the smallest, etc., etc. And that'll come in another video within the next few days, because obviously, boom, I want to pump this shit out quick, pimps. I've got to get them early videos, because some bitch-ass YouTubers trying to take my spot. They're trying to do what I do. I've been doing this PvE shit first day for 3 years. Other YouTubers have seen me succeed. Now they're trying to jump on that craze. They're trying to be me. I ain't just talking about new YouTubers, you little boys, do your thing, whatever it takes to grow. I respect that. But bigger YouTubers, boys with 100k, 200k, 300k, 800k, trying to jump on that phase, trying to jump on that Bro Fresco craze. And I ain't about that, man. Because I've been hustling like this for 3 years, since before I got views, since I was down at 3k. You trying to jump on now just because you know it's free views? Fuck you, the PvE